Well, good morning and welcome to our gentle yoga practice today. This is a practice connecting us to bliss. And there are many ways to enter the higher vibrations of our body and to move into this space of freedom. One of the ways that we're going to do it today is we're going to move with our breath and allow our breath to keep us very connected to the present moment. In Michael Singer's book, Untethered Soul, he reminds us of our ability to connect to the energy that is all around us all of the time. It is our own doing when we close ourselves off from that energy. And when we close down, that is when we move into suffering and pain. So these practices help us stay open, stay present, and stay connected to the infinite energy that is all around us. Please turn your hands down on your lap, sit tall, and close your eyes. As you welcome your breath, with your eyes closed, you immediately turn inward. Notice right now the sensations in your physical body. Notice where your legs touch the mat or the floor. And notice the sensations that are familiar to you inside your body. Notice the sensations now that are unique to this moment. We are getting messages from our body and our mind all the time. This practice helps us choose to listen, pay attention. When you breathe into your belly now a little deeper, you are eliciting the relaxation response. We're activating the parasympathetic nervous system. Our parasympathetic nervous system helps us take deep, slow, full breaths. And all of the wonderful benefits that help us rest and recover and rejuvenate happen when we have elicited this response. And you're staying open to the flow of energy. On your next exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Now hold an intention right here in your heart. Maybe you're struggling with being open. Maybe you've closed down a part of you, or a relationship is causing some suffering. Allow the intention to help you stay open. And when you're ready, exhale, lower your chin to your chest, release your hands, and the eyes open. We're going to change the crossing of our legs. Put the other shin in front. and flow with our breath. Beginning with our right arm, inhale and lift it up. Stretch and exhale, lower the arm. Then the next inhale brings your left arm up, and the exhale brings the hand down. Now begin your breath with the movement. Start your exhale before your hand moves. Start your inhale and then the hand moves. You can go at a pace that's just right for you. You are staying present to your own rhythm. And as you slow down and deepen your breath, your body will move a little deeper into the side bend. The next time your right arm goes up, hold it up. Plant your left hand down on your mat. Maybe bend your elbow and now really stretch. Go as far as you can, leaning over to the left, extending through that elbow. And now we're going to circle the arm down in front of our body. That's a little nicer to the rotator cuff, and lower the hand down. When you inhale, bring the left arm up. And again, by grounding into that left hip, you're going to lift the rib cage up off the pelvis, stretch long through the intercostal muscles, and now go for it. Really lengthen. Do the best that you can with your shoulder and elbow mobility. Keep the neck relaxed so there's no tension there. And then circle the arm down to help you come up. Extend your legs out in front of you. So I'm going to turn sideways on my mat. As your hands are behind you, point and flex your feet. We want to encourage energy to start flowing through our whole body. And as you roll your ankles now in circles, notice if you're slouching. Use your hands to help you sit up tall and draw the shoulder blades more on the back. Bounce the back of the legs now as you bend your knees and just tapping those legs. Such a wonderful way to wake up the lower body. Then as your legs are still, flop your feet in and out. Feel that rotation up into the hip joint. Please bend your knees and plant your feet on your mat. With your hands, turn them out to the side. And now bend your elbows just enough so that you can lift up through the front of the body. Breathe here across the shoulder blades, into the chest. You can go a little deeper by turning the fingertips towards the hips. And now that's starting to stretch the wrist and the forearms. Bend your elbows a little deeper and squeeze them towards each other. Now puff the chest. The mound of the big toe and the mound of the first finger is staying down. Couple more breaths here. And then release by straightening the arms and stretching the legs straight. Dandasana allows us to bring our arms overhead, and we are strengthening our back. As you push down into your legs, reach up with your arms. One more breath, holding this, squeezing the arms in, and then exhale, lower the arms as you hinge at the hips, bringing your hands towards the floor. If you would like to use a strap, you can strap your feet. I will demonstrate that, or you can just hold on to your legs right where they are. So come out of this enough to sit up tall. Arms are straight. And exhale, bend your elbows, folding over the legs a little bit. Begin your inhale and sit up again, coming up about halfway, and then exhale and slowly fold. And you're easing into the back of the body. One more time, flowing with your breath as you inhale, coming up out of this, grounding the back of the legs down, and exhale, fold. Now this last time, as you come in and out of this, notice that the kneecaps are pulling up towards the hips, strong legs, and we're gonna hold this forward bend. It is early in the practice, so if it is causing a lot of tension in the back of your legs, please bend your knees. You can pop those knees up and extend through the spine. I know you're still getting a stretch. The next few breaths, as you relax your head, soften a little more into the forward fold. And if you want to walk your hands even more forward, you might be able to grab the outer edges of your feet. You're just welcoming yourself into your body. Coming up, walk your left knee in, bend it, and hug it in. You're looking forward towards your right foot as you interlace your hands on the front of your shin and strengthen your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades on the back and really sit up tall. Maintain the integrity of your spine as you wrap your right arm around the left knee, and you can even hold on to the wrist or the forearms to help you extend through the spine. You can stay here or take your left hand behind your body and keep twisting. If you have rocked to your right hip, balance the weight between your left and right hip and exhale and turn a little deeper. Look down towards the floor behind you and add a little stretch to the neck. Now roll the head down and look forward to the right foot as you open up your left knee. If you would like to support the knee with a blanket, you could take a block or a blanket and prop your leg. And once again, you can use a strap or your hands as you ground down through your right leg. Now pressing down into the leg, extend up through the chest. We're only going to come into this one time, so as you breathe deeply, exhale and fold and see where you go. And then just softly inhale and use your exhales to go a little deeper. Pause on your inhale and extend through the crown of your head, and use your exhales to soften a little deeper. Changing the placement of the legs is helping us open up our lower back in a different position. You can even turn the navel more to your right leg and twist a little bit over the leg. So find where you feel stuck in your lower back and give yourself an opportunity to stretch. Then open yourself up to the energy flow with your breath. Walk your hands back towards your hips. And we're going to extend your left leg forward. And if that knee is tender because of the bent position, you can always just massage that knee joint. We're going to do the other side. First, we draw the right knee in and we pull it in as much as we can, looking forward, And then hug. Hug our belly into the thigh. Make your left leg really strong. Keep that as you wrap your left arm around your right knee and twist. Eventually, your right hand can come behind you. Use your right hand by pressing down into the mat. Draw the shoulder blade more on the back and then look behind you. Deepen the rotation of the spine. Look down towards the hand or the floor and stretch your neck. Lower the chin and look all the way forward as you now open your right knee out to the side. So this time I'll demonstrate without a strap. And as you lift up through the spine, you can just walk your hands forward and fold. What's very helpful when you're doing a forward bend is to keep the legs activated, energized. Use your exhales to help you soften and fold a little more. And your inhales can help you extend forward. Try to relax your face and your jaw. Relax your lower back as best as you can and receive the stretch. Next inhale, walk your hands in and up, and both feet come back to the ground. So we're going to tap into that belly strength. That's really important for the health of our back. And you can rock a little bit back on your pelvis so you find a spot that you can balance on. And then just tap the toes on the floor. And if your feet are cramping, just pick your feet up a little bit. You can wiggle your toes. But draw the knees as close as you can into the chest. Okay, so you're really hugging in deeply. Then lightly lift the feet up. See if you can keep the thighs in. You can use your hands. And now do the strength of your legs. Work those quads and bring your feet up to the height of your knees. Now pull in even more. Squeeze the legs together. Hug in. Now you're going to control this and we're going to go halfway down. So you're going to inhale and go halfway down, straighten the legs a little bit, straighten the back, and then exhale, pull in. Do it 2 more times. Inhale, you can control this by using your hands, and exhale, pull in. 1 more time, inhale. Come on. Exhale, pull in. Now cross the shins. And we're going to soften and release any tension in the back by folding forward in Sukhasana. The hands walk out in front of you and bend the elbows. Sway the body from side to side. Slow down even more and release. Pay attention to which shin is in front. Now we're going to do Navasana without our hands. So walking up, bring your feet to the floor in front of you and lift your arms. So we start now with our arms extended, palms face each other. Walk your feet in as close as you can and squeeze the legs together. Okay, you got to lean back, find that sweet spot on your sacrum. Now pick your feet up. Do the best that you can and reach with your arms. Now let's try it without our hands. Inhale, go down. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, go down. Just see how far you can go with control. Exhale, pull up. Look at the toes. They should stay about the same height, the eyes and the toes. And pull up. Now, other shin in front. Really good abdominal work today. Walking your hands out in front of you and fold. This is also a hip stretch, in addition to opening up the lower back. If your knees are bothering you or your ankles, please activate your feet a little more. Draw the toes back towards the knees and press into the outer edges of your feet. Walk your hands back in and up. And then we're going to come into that reverse tabletop now with our fingers pointing towards our hips and our elbows bent. Push down into your feet and lift your hips up. You look beyond the toes and the knees. Squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings. You've opened up your shoulders. 2 more breaths and maybe lift the gaze of your eyes to the ceiling. 1 more breath. And lower your hips to the floor. Swing your legs around, tabletop. We're done with the strap, so you can put it off to the side, and it might be helpful later on to put your blocks to the front of your yoga mat. Curl the toes under when you're ready. Downward facing dog. Stretch up and back. As you press into your hands, lift the inner shoulders up and stretch just a little longer through your spine. Now look forward, walking your feet to your hands until you walk all the way towards the front of your mat. Hands to your shins to come halfway up. Now hold the back of your legs and draw yourself in. Really nice. Press into your feet, rise up. Let's sweep the arms out and around. Lift your chest up, hands to heart center. Step out wide and face the long edge of your yoga mat. Pivot your left foot 90 degrees and the right heel kicks out a little bit. Moving into extended angle pose. We're going to inhale the arms to shoulder height and exhale, bend the knee, sweeping your right arm overhead. Let's come out of it with an inhale. Straighten your legs, lift the arms, and exhale, move into the side stretch. Again. Remember, begin your exhale before you move. Begin your inhale to come out. And this last one we hold. Now that we've warmed up this body, we can press down with our left forearm on the thigh and now really reach, stretch through the fingers. Roll the left shoulder open or towards the back body. Anchor your outer right foot, and here we go, let's stretch some more. Circle the arm down and come up. Pivot your left foot forward and in, and your right foot out. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, Parsvottanasana. Inhale. You straighten the leg, engage the quad, and then exhale, deepen into the side stretch. Slow down with your breath. Last one, and we hold. Roll your left shoulder back. Keep pressing down into your feet. Let's go for a bigger stretch here. That side body. Really reach and lean, puffing the left ribs up. Circle the arm down and come up. Now the toes pivot to the front of your mat. We're going to bring our hands to the back of our body, slide the hands down the legs, and hold the back of the legs. Straighten the arms and lift your chest up halfway. Now, if you'd like to bend your knees and that helps you, please do so. Exhale and fold. Drop your head closer towards the floor. Now inhale, straighten the arms, and once again, you lift up. You are strengthening your back. Exhale, fold, and stretch. Again, move with your breath. So the pattern is move in and out of a pose 3 times. And the 4th time we hold. So here we are now, breathing in and holding as we stay and really enjoy the benefits of the posture. This is opening the muscles around your hips to free up your lower back. Place your hands on the floor, and you can walk to the front of your mat with your hands to step back to down dog, pressing into your hands and stretch and step back. Very good. Tabletop. Spinal balance. Walk your knees and inner ankles together. Stretch your right leg straight back and extend your left arm and hold. So we're not going to breathe in and out of this one. We're re-engaging and strengthening our back body. This practice is helping us engage in our whole core. Sweep your left hand back by the side and turn the palm towards your legs. Now bend your right knee and flex your foot. Lift up through the right leg, lift your left arm higher and look forward. Here we are, you're strengthening your back body. Push down with that right hand. That hand that's on your mat, push down and now lift up even more. Nice job. Release your hand and your knee. Switching sides. Straighten your left leg and reach your right arm forward. So opposite limbs. Stabilizing here, you hug to the midline of the body. Sweep your right hand back. Bend your left knee and flex your foot. Here we go. Strengthen the back side. Lift up. Keep reaching like you could grab your foot. Heart is forward, eyes go up. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog. Open up and lengthen the spine and the lower back. This is a counter pose. Walk your feet to your hands. And with your hands on your hips, energize through the legs and the spine and come on up. Without rolling up, you just lift up. Tadasana. Your feet are now hip distance apart. And one way you can measure that is turn one foot in. It's a foot distance apart between your feet. Interlace your hands with your right thumb on top. Now bend the elbows by putting the knuckles into your lower back or sacrum and squeeze the elbows together. Pull the lower ribs in. So instead of pushing out, pull in. Here you are, zipping up and integrating the transverse abdominal muscles. Straighten the arms as best as you can. And if you're not able to straighten the arms, you actually could grab that strap and help you open up in the front of your shoulders. Now exhale and fold over your legs. And you can bend your knees or keep them straight. We're going to move now with our breath. Inhale, come a third of the way up. And exhale and fold. Halfway up. Stay grounded through your heels. Fold. Try not to strain your neck. 3/4 of the way up. Fold. Notice your shoulders are opening more and more. Come all the way up. You're strengthening your hamstrings and glutes. All the way down. Hold this. Shake your head like you're saying no. And then soften and let go. Knuckles and hands to your hips. Stand up. Release your arms. Tadasana. Pause here and feel the energy flow through your whole body. And notice how open you are in the front of your body. Such a nice feeling. Keeping your right foot forward, step your left foot back now. Not as far as we would for Warrior Two, but we're moving into Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Square your hips to the front of your mat. The back of your right hand is into your lower back and you lift the left arm up. We're going to do that same sequence as we exhale and reach forward, keeping our spine straight. And then when we find that we're rounding, we'll place our hand on the floor. So this might be an appropriate time to use a block. On your next inhale, come just halfway up. Try to keep the arm by the ear and then fold. Halfway up and fold. Draw your right hip back as you come 3/4 of the way up. You're really anchoring into the lower body and fold. Now, when you come all the way up, lift the chest, stretch the arm up, and then go all the way into the pose. Keep drawing your right hip back, and then the hand can find the block or the floor, and you can draw back into the legs. Now we're working into the hamstrings. To come out of this, lift your chest, step forward and release your right hand. So it's a long time for that right arm to be in an internal rotation. Please just relax your shoulders. Notice how heavy your legs feel. Keep your left leg forward as you step your right leg back. And the toes are turned out just a little bit. Now you're squaring your hips as best as you can to the front of your mat. The back of your left hand comes to the back side of your body as you reach your right arm up. Exhale and fold. And remember, because we're going to come in and out of this, you don't have to go your furthest. So 1/3 of the way up first. You might need to move the shoulder a little more before you release. Halfway. Stay anchored into that back leg. Three-fourths of the way. It's a great calf stretch as well in your back leg. Coming all the way up, really lift the chest, open the front of your body, go all the way down. Pause here and breathe. I like to press my hand, my right hand, down and forward on my mat, sending my hips up and back. If I feel a pull behind a knee, I just bend my knee a little bit. Take the tension out. Then relax my face and my jaw. Push down into your legs so you can come up. Release your hands, step forward, Tadasana. Chair pose, both arms up, lower your hips. Power pose. Exhale, fold, straighten your arms. Lengthen your spine, downward facing dog. Plant your hands, step back. Release your knees to the ground. Okay. Shift your feet all the way forward as you sit down again. When we come to our backs, we're going to roll through our spine and do one more strengthening move. Starting in Dandasana, I move my heel to the edge of my mat, so I've scooched forward. Then inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bring your hands forward to shoulder height. Here we are. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Keep reaching your heels towards the front of your mat. Slow down until you come to the floor. Now, if you need to adjust where you are on your mat, just come forward and hug your knees in. Take a nice deep breath and just sigh it out. You made it to the floor. Feel your body release any tension in the belly, the back. This is a variation of child's pose, but on your back. Hold the back of your legs and stretch both legs up. Point and flex your feet now. And then relax your feet and keep holding the back of your legs. If you would like to bend your knees because that would be easier to your body, bend your knees a little bit. And then draw the shoulders down away from your ears. We're just pausing here for a moment in this inversion. Close your eyes. Feel the change in sensations in your feet and lower body. Feel your breath once again slow down as the breaths become fuller, slower. We are deeply connected to our own inner energy. Bend the knees. Only the left foot comes to the floor as you cross your right ankle. You're welcome to stay here now for an outer hip stretch, or bring your right hand between your legs and come into a supine figure 4. Eye of the needle. With your hands interlaced behind the hamstrings, draw the knee in and over to the left a little bit. Flexing your right foot, that's going to protect your knee joint. And if your body is able to go deeper, you can bend your left knee and change that you're holding on the shin instead of on the hamstring. Now, as you move your left thigh over to the left a little more, you might find a sweet spot for your hip stretch. Or maybe you want to move the knee and thigh towards the right. So go from side to side very slowly and feel right where you need to stretch or it feels the best for you. Then become still. One more breath. Lower your left foot to the floor. Uncross. Stretch both legs straight on the floor. And with your hands, just massage into the hip joint and to your outer hips. This massage is also activating the lymphatic system. With all the compression that we've done and stretching of the legs, it's helping to open our body to support the immune system. Now bend both knees. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Stay here or draw the right thigh in. I would like you to cross now your left thumb on top of your right thumb. Change the crossing of your hands. You can stay here or bend your right knee and interlace your hands on your shin. Rock slowly from side to side until you find your sweet spot for your hip. Then hold. Exhale a little longer. Notice you inhaled a little deeper. Place your right foot on the floor. Stretch your legs straight again. Full body stretch as those arms extend overhead, pushing the palms towards the back wall, pushing your feet towards the front wall. Stretch. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest, curl up in a ball, and your head and shoulders come off the floor. Inhale, open again, stretch. Exhale, curl up into a ball. One more time, inhale, stretch. Exhale into a ball. Now the arms open out to the side as the palms turn up. Supine twist, knees to the left with an exhale. If you'd like to support your legs with a blanket or a prop, please do so. Draw the shoulder blades on your back a little more, and then turn your head to the right. You may also like to use your left hand to help you deepen into this twist. It's a wonderful way to, once again, help relieve any tension in your lower back. Open it up. Close your eyes and receive the pose. Inhale the head to center. Exhale the knees to center. Readjust the shoulder blades on your back so they have a firm connection to the earth. Exhale, lower the legs to the right. If you need to bring your shoulder off the floor a little bit, you can do that, or you can bring your knees off the floor a little bit if you have tightness in your back. I prefer to keep my shoulder down and my knees up. Or you can also separate the knees. When you're ready, turn your head and look to the left. Inhale the head to center. Exhale, knees to center. Prepare your body for Shavasana. You may like to place a blanket or a bolster under your knees when you're lying down on the floor. You may also like to place a little eye pillow or a piece of fabric over your eyes if you're in a light-filled room. And the last piece of comfort may be to place a blanket over your body to keep you warm and to allow the energy to feel grounded. When you're ready to completely let go, take a deep breath in through the nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in and out through your nose with ease. We're going to stay here for just a few minutes and then shift into a meditation. This final resting pose is healing for the whole body. Notice the heaviest parts of the body as it is connected to the earth. Your heels, hips, back of the hands, shoulders, and head. With each exhale, try to let go even more. And more. The front body can soften into the support of the back body. You can even feel your eyes drop into your head deeper. And the tongue relax. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. As you gently awaken your physical body, you move your fingers and your toes, bending your knees so you can roll to your side and come up. We will sit together. Your awareness shifts to the center of the mind, the space between the eyebrows. It's not a specific spot, but an area of sensation. As your awareness shifts here, you may notice pulsation, light, energy. Imagine you could breathe in and out from this center. When you inhale, imagine the breath coming into the center of the mind. And as you exhale, it goes out. The breath is very soft and subtle, maybe an eighth of your capacity. We are connecting to our wisdom, to the universe. To energy that is limitless, always available. After a while, you may sense this vibration of energy moving in and out of the third eye that is independent of the rhythm of your breath. It does not need to stay synchronized. Feel and be present with what is. Take a deep breath in. Exhale the chin to the shoulder. Bring your hands together and rub them briskly. We are grounding ourselves back into our physical body as we bring our hands and cup them gently over our eyes. Sweep the hands down the face and the body, all the way down the side of the body into the legs so you can feel and ground into the legs. And then hands come at heart center.